Today, I'm going to tell you a story from the Bible, and I bet it's one you haven't heard before. It's about a tool that fell into a river. It doesn't sound very important, does it? Like it really doesn't matter, but it mattered to God. I realize this story sounds a little crazy and kind of unimportant, but it mattered to God. This story reminds us that nothing is too small for Him to care about. Hi, and welcome to Winter Nights with Imagine This Stories. Get comfortable, grab a blanket, snuggle up, and for the next few minutes, imagine this. Long ago, during the time of the prophets, there was a man named Elisha. He helped people learn about God and remind them that God was near, even in everyday life. One day, a group of young prophets came to Elijah with a problem. Our meeting place is too small, they said. There are so many of us now, we need more room. Elisha nodded. Yep, go and build a bigger place. But one of them asked, will you come with us? Yeah, said Elijah, I'll come. So they traveled together to a spot near the Jordan River where trees grew tall and close to the water. The plan was pretty simple. Chop down the trees and build a new building. The men got to work. Wood chips flew, logs thudded to the ground. Everyone worked hard until suddenly one man froze. His axe head, the heavy metal part of his axe, had flown right off the handle and landed in the river. Oh no, he said. That's not mine. I borrowed it. This was a big problem. Back then, axe heads were expensive, and the man, he didn't own one. He had borrowed it from someone else. Losing it not only meant he couldn't finish his work, but he had lost someone else's tool, and he didn't know how to pay it back. He ran to Elisha in a panic. Master, he said, the axe head, it fell into the river. Elisha didn't say, meh, it's just a tool. He didn't say, well, guess you better get a new one. He didn't say, well, bet you wish that didn't happen. Instead, he asked a question. Where did it fall? The man pointed to the spot in the water. Elisha picked up a stick and tossed it into the river. And then something impossible happened. That heavy iron axe head floated up to the top of the water. Just making sure you know, iron doesn't float. But you should also know, God's bigger than iron. Elisha said, lift it out. The man reached down and picked it up. It was safe. It was returned. Problem solved. You see, God cared about the borrowed tool. He cared about the worried worker, and he cared about something this small. This teaches us something important. If God cares about a lost axe head, He cares about us too, and the things that we worry about, even the things that seem kind of silly. Sometimes we think that only big problems matter to God, but the Bible shows us that God cares about everything, even little everyday things like tools and work and mistakes and worries and fears. Nothing's too small for God. Nothing's too unimportant. If it matters to you, it matters to Him. So, had you heard that story before? Yeah, I didn't think so. It's cool, right? Here's something else cool. Tools were shared because they were very hard to make and very expensive. And the Jordan River, where that axe head sunk, and then floated back to the top, is the same river where Jesus would be getting baptized many years later. Thank you so much for listening today, tonight, whatever. Please share this podcast with someone else. I look forward to talking to you again soon as we imagine this. Bye.